Hey guys, welcome to another video on Brand Device where we talk about business and finance. In the starting, I'm going to talk about something which is related to a previous video. So if you're not interested in that, you can skip to this timestamp where I talk about how you can start your business with zero money. And this was also exactly the way how I started my business and I grew it big. So I want to address some things from the previous video because I received this message. Hey Bharat, your video about 1% tax was very nice. Can you just make a video about job opportunities in Romania? Not every single decision that somebody else is making is also going to be good for you. Romania in general has poor job opportunities, and that's why so many people from Romania and also from India move to Germany, US, Canada, and other Western countries and developed countries. And even Germany is very good for self-employed people, but to a very specific level. I am right now at a completely different stage than I was when I started my business. But when I started my business, the experience I still had as a small entrepreneur was not bad. As long as I was not earning more than 50,000 euros, I think that's the limit right now for small businesses. But once you start earning above that, you have grown your business enough. Important keyword, you have grown your business enough. You cannot start thinking about taxes when you're just making 10,000 euros a year in business. Do you think I would have just decided to set up my small business in Romania when I had no idea about how to do a business at all? No, I wouldn't have done that because it would have been way more complicated for me. It would have costed me a lot more than, for example, right now, me just bearing some kind of lawyer cost, tax consultant cost and things like that, and just setting up my private limited there. You have to grow your business. I am at a stage right now where I can take my business anywhere. I still have my clients and it doesn't affect my work at all. If my work would have been affected, for example, if I would have moved to Romania or something and I would have lost my clients or something, of course, that would have been a stupid decision. Now, Romania charges corporate tax on the revenue and not on the profit. What does it mean? If I would have some kind of drop shipping store or something or e-commerce store where I have a lot of expenses, then would Romania be a good place for me when I cannot take out my expenses at all and I have to pay the tax on all of the revenue? Not really. Then I might have taken a look at Bulgaria or some other countries, but my business is completely different. I have very less expenses. I'm doing marketing consulting for some major German companies. We're also taking care of their Facebook ads, Instagram ads, handling their social media accounts. So we are doing a bunch of different kind of things which does not require a lot of capital. So that means any kind of money that we earn, most of it is just pure profits. Now here comes the problem. If I stay in Germany, I do not have any business expense. I have to pay taxes on all of the money, almost all of the money that I make, which sucks. Whereas when I take a look at Romania, that is not one of my biggest problems. So you have to really keep this in mind, don't be sheeple, right? This is very important. Many of us, we understand what kind of situation we are in and how we have to adjust ourselves to our surroundings. And if the surroundings cannot change, then we just move to another country, right? So you have to be very realistic here, especially when we are living in such a global economy right now where you can just move from one place to the other one without any kind of problems whatsoever. All right, so how do you start your business when you have absolutely zero money? Some of the previous videos I've told you my story, how I came to Germany and we had to take some help from the state for the first 3 months because they said this money is not enough for you and you have to apply for help. And we were all right, we can get the money from parents, but if they're insisting, then why not? But that was with a hook because as soon as we applied for it, they made our life hell. Every 2 weeks, we had to go there. Sometimes even every single week we had to go and I had to apply for different kind of places and things like that. So in the starting, the situation was not that nice. Alina was studying, so of course her salary was very less, around 500 euros or something. She was getting Kindergeld, which was 200 euros extra, so 700 euros. Our house rent was 550 euros. And then we have additional costs for groceries and phone contracts and things like that. So that made life very difficult for us until November 2016 when I could start my part-time job at a structural engineering company in Hamburg. And in January, Alina started her job at the Indian consulate in Hamburg. So in this phase of struggle, all of this time I was just wondering how is it possible to just make some more money? I thought of going to, Revel, or I thought of going to Penny and be at the counter and just do some work so that there's some money coming into the house. But then I was also thinking this is not going to be scalable. So I was talking to different kind of people and then the vice consul of the Indian consulate in Hamburg at that time, I was just having a discussion with him and he told me that he's teaching English online on YouTube and he was getting some money from Google AdSense. Now it wasn't much. I think it was around 30 euros per month, which is of course not much at all. But just this idea that you can record videos, you can teach something and you can make money from it, that was an absolute breakthrough for me. Once I understood it, once I let it sink in and realize that this is a crazy opportunity, I was I'm going to go all in. So January 2017, I started my first video on iPhone 6. Alina had it at that time, and like she was recording me in different kind of places. I put a voiceover and we just put it out there. It costed nothing. iPhone was already there. Video editing software, I use DaVinci Resolve. It's again like available completely for free. You download it, you edit the video together. You can use the microphone from your laptop or like, from even the phone. The phone audio is still not bad. Then afterwards, I just cut everything together and like it was there. Second video I recorded from the selfie camera of my Asus phone, which was like really, really bad quality, I tell you. And then for screen recording and stuff, I used OBS Studio, right? So these are like the small parts which you can use to like create your own video. If you want to like make a thumbnail or something, you can use canva.com. It is like a wonderful website. I still use it to like create all of my thumbnails right now because it is simple. Like I do not need to do a lot of work. We also use it to create different kind of social media posts for different companies, for our own businesses too. So this is also like one of the tools that you can use. And this is also available for free, right? So all of these things that you can start with which you can make at least like money on YouTube are available to you for free. Now, what was the thing that I wanted to teach? Because like I said, the guy I talked to, he was teaching English. The thing that I wanted to teach was how do you clear the German exams? So A1, A2, B1, B2 and so on, because I had cleared my test stuff at that time and I was proficient in German. That was not a problem for me at all. And I was like, so many people from India, the country that I come from, have this issue that they do not really trust themselves that they can learn German on their own. And I learned German on my own because I just bought some books. I think there were books like from A1 to like C1 that I bought. Some books like Alina brought me. Alina unfortunately had no time at all and just like speaking with me or like practicing with me. And another thing I found very interesting is like, as a couple, like you just end up speaking in English. Like you never end up practicing German. So all of those things were barriers, but I was still able to learn German from I think January 2016. I started until May 2016, I was able to reach the B2 level on my own. So I was like, hey, this is a good accomplishment. I can definitely, use it and like make videos about it. So I started there. Then I started making videos about Germany in general, driving license, which, well, I'm still not getting. Like it's 1 year and 3 months like since I submitted it, but it is coming along. And you see here, I just like tried to create a database. I tried to create a database of everything that I knew. Now I saw some like really cool people like who are following Brand Device channel on Instagram. And there's like this lady from like Berlin who makes like really, really cool arts. And this could be something that you can teach. And once you start teaching what you know, you have no idea how lucrative it could be with proper guidance. Like, you definitely need some kind of guidance in the starting. I tried to do the things on my own for almost 2 years and nothing was working out until I hired this business coach, like who costed me $6,000, but he really like, just like 10x, 30x my business. So that was like money well invested. If you can do it on your own, like great, like there's a lot of information available on YouTube for free. So you can like definitely use it. You can definitely start from there. If you want to make a very dedicated course, you want to like, put more information inside, then you can also sell online courses. So from online courses, personally, I made a lot of money so far. I've made over $200,000 from my online courses, which is like, not bad at all. And of course, I am not selling courses where I just like sell it once and I do not have any kind of support afterwards. The support that I provide to my course students is actually very extensive. And it sometimes goes to the level that we have to like sometimes, like eat away our own profit so that we can provide a really good service to the students who enroll in my online courses. Every second week, we have bi-weekly live sessions for them. Any kind of questions they have from the moment they enroll in the course till, for example, they're done with their masters in Germany. So like this is the complete course of studying in Germany. We provide support throughout that journey. And like I'm there like all the time, like, just responding to different kind of students, like see what they are doing, sometimes catching up with them via email and asking like, hey, how is it going? And, like, let me know if you need something. Now, the teachable part, that could have also been done for free on their free plan previously. I do not know if they have a free plan or not anymore. But this is a thing for later, like I said. Like the teachable and everything, I still started, I think, after 2 years when I was like doing my YouTube and I was like, building a following. I was providing more value. I was raising more awareness. And one thing that I also found, like after I had my like this entire 10-week coaching with my business coach was that email marketing was something that we massively missed out on. Like I never did email marketing. And of course I didn't do it because it was expensive at that time. Now, of course, there are like new softwares and stuff. I personally use ConvertKit. I really love that. And they have a free plan too, like for the people who want to start building their email list, because I tell you, there's nothing more important than your email list. These social media channels, they can go away from one day to the next. You can get banned, you can get hacked, anything can happen. But the email list, it is always yours. You always have it safe with you, and you can take it to any kind of new software, and you can like still reach the people who are interested in hearing from you. And these were the progressions, and I've been like completely transparent here because I also want you to grow, and I do not want you to rely on one single job. I tell you, like, you know, if you want to like really change your mindset, this like 12, 13 euros, whatever you spend on Rich Dad Poor Dad, that will be the best investment you can make. I'm not going to recommend you hundreds of books. I'm recommending you one, and that is Rich Dad Poor Dad. Read that, study that. Alina did it, I did it. That completely changed our mindset on the way how we were like taking a look at the world. So this is like the only one investment that you have to do. But otherwise, you know, when you're starting your YouTube channel, you're starting your Instagram, you're starting Facebook, you're starting Twitter, Tumblr, whatsoever, you have zero upfront investment to start your business right now. This is something that you can do on social media, and on YouTube, you can still earn decent money. So, you know, many people think that I'm moving to Romania and stuff because we're earning like insane amounts of money from YouTube. YouTube is for me a way to provide value to the people who are choosing to watch my videos, because again, in order to stand out these days, you really have to be transparent. You have to really bring them some value, because there are just like so many other people who are also willing to catch their attention, right? So you have to be giving something. And the kind of like problems that I try to fix from my businesses, for example, Bharat in Germany and let's say Brandavise, the niche is very small. So like I recently also like got an email from somebody like, you know, why aren't you making the videos in German? Yeah, I can start making videos in German, but then I do not have any kind of competitive advantage, because I realized there was nobody talking about business and finance and investing in Germany. And I was like, hey, I'm going to be the guy who is going to do it. And I'm going to be the first social media channel who is going to like really spread awareness about it, right? And that's how I started this. So you have to have this passion of teaching something, of like, you know, sharing your opinions, sharing your art, sharing your thoughts. Something is always there. All of us through our lives, even if we feel like, you know, maybe we don't have anything to teach whatsoever, we always have something to teach. If you want to really clear out your ideas, you can also find the Google form that I've attached in the link given in description. Now, my idea from the Google form is I'm going to see like how much effort you've already put inside. And if I see you've put a lot of thoughts inside, I'm going to write back to you and like give you some tips about your business. So at least like you have some kind of like, you know, let's say broad structure how you want to plan it out. Now, the phases of the business I had. First phase was making YouTube videos, growing Instagram following, and then making my website. That was the first phase. But in the first phase, like making YouTube videos, it did not cost me anything. I was using my phone in the starting. Then afterwards, when the YouTube channel started picking up, I bought a camera. And then when I was earning more money, I learned how to build a website. And then when I was earning even more money, I started teaching online courses on Teachable, which costs around like $99 per month, but it depends. There are also like cheaper plans. And then during my master thesis, when I realized I really have to like, you know, reach the goals of increasing the sales on my online business, then I started email marketing, and that's where ConvertKit comes inside, right? So you need to have these progressions, but you can always start with zero money. You have to keep this in mind. All of the things you need to start your online business right now, you have it with you. You do not need to go to any other place. And once it starts paying off, then you can invest in better things. Of course, the tax authorities and everybody else, they just want you to like, you know, just keep hanging on a job or something. I even tell my own employees that, you know, like learn some skills so that like, you know, you also have the chance of doing freelancing or something afterwards, because anything can go wrong when you're having a job. Anything can go wrong when you're just relying on one thing. Anything can go wrong if I'm just relying on one business. If I would be just relying on Bharat in Germany, or just on Brandavise, or just on, you know, Aero Diaries or whatsoever. Like we have 5 businesses, like 3 of them are already running, 2 of them are in pipelines. We have IELTS Crash Course online, and we have Faster German. These 2 are also like, you know, upcoming projects in the pipeline. But if I would only rely on only one of them, if that screws up, then it was me who was stupid, right? And that's the same thing with so many employees. Of course, it feels nice. It feels nice to have a certain amount of income at the end of every month, right? But you can never be sure, and especially like how these times have showed us, how long this certainty is going to last. So educate yourself financially. Watching this video will not do anything. Take some actions. If you have any kind of ideas that you have already been working on and want some kind of like advice or something, you can fill out the Google form and fill it out in as detail as possible, because if I see somebody just like wrote a line or something, I'm not going to respond to it. So if you really need some kind of help whatsoever, fill it out. I'm going to write to you. And if you already know what kind of problems you have and you just want to like sit down and get on a call, then you can also do that. For me, the main priority is right now to give you guys as much value as possible so that the channel grows, you spread the word for it, and all of that of course helps me back. So thank you so much for watching this video. I know this was a long video, but I had a few things that I wanted to discuss from the Romania part of like, how we are moving and why like sheeple will keep on thinking that this is also a good decision for them when it is not, to how you can start your own business with absolute zero money. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.